Roll back. Reporting live from IAMHAR Podcast. I'm Har. Let's jump right into it. So, the whole purpose of this live tonight is I'm really like we I want to check or address and or update the tribe, cause like the reason why our master teacher is, I feel like, in the predicament that he's in, and the reason why we're in the predicament that we're in is because so I've been listening to this brother. I think his name is either Tahuti or Duamati. He be on the Amenuma show a lot, and one of the things he said was he said some judge. I don't know if this judge was Charles Ashley C. Royal, but he mentioned some judge to saying that, well, Dr. York doesn't have a tribe or nation or culture. He just has followers. So, and a lot of people outside of that, like some people walking, like some people know what it was. Because we live in America, then we have to do the paperwork, the legal documented, the legal paperwork thing, which is, all right, according to our Constitution, we're supposed to follow the laws and the rules of the country that we live in. So I peep that. I get it. We're on their time. We gotta do it their way since we live under their system. Um, but one of the things we have to start doing is we really have to start implementing and living our living our tribal ways and start implementing our tribal ways, and coming together in love and unity is the only option. That's the only way we can do that. Meaning that, like, you may not like a group of people or individuals, and what we do, what I peeped in our tribe, is these cliques or groups of people that don't like individuals or other groups or other cliques within the tribe, cliques going against cliques, individuals going against. And what we're doing is we're insulting, disrespecting, and pushing away those that we dislike. And that's one thing that has to stop. Another thing that has to stop is us worshiping the master teacher as if, yes, he is God, like we're all gods. But the current predicament he is in right now, for anyone to worship him and be like, oh, that's my master teacher, that's my da 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 da, that has to stop, because that is what these court system people are viewing and looking at and saying that, oh, you can't get in the step down program because you're the leader of the United Wapian Nation. And these are the things that's being said. That's why the last live I think I did, I mentioned that we have to formally implement or vote those that are qualified into these position of authorities. It doesn't matter, even if it's temporarily, it doesn't have to be permanent. But this is what needs to be done. And these are some of the things that from what I know or what I think I know, these are the things that I feel like has to be attended to for the freedom of our master teacher or the freedom of Baba Yanun. Because it's not going to work when Baba in the predicament that he's in, and it's like, it's hard for me to say, and I hate to say it like this, but he can't be the leader of Sabians, he can't be the leader of Tamarans, he can't be the leader of Nuwapians because of the current position that he in. If we're going the step down route, then he can't. And it's like, yes, it's hurtful for me to say that. Yes, it's hard for me to say that because this is a man that I love and respect, and I want the best of the best of the best for. But under his predicament and conditions, then we can't view him like that. He has to be a normal, regular citizen of no rank other than that of like a priest, you know, or like a priest of the AEO, or I think he could still be a part of AEO and the high priest of Amun. He's still properly built in that or in those, but leading the United European Nation, the Sabians, the Tamarans, from what I'm told and from the information I have came across and the information I think I know, that's the thing that's hurting him. And I feel like any Nuwapians that are saying, "Oh, he's the leader, he's the master teacher, he's this, he's that," I feel like you're purposely doing that so that when we do go to court and we do talk about the step down program, that makes me think that you're trying to keep him locked up. Because if they're saying his tribe has to come get him, if they're saying his tribe has to, he doesn't have a tribe or a nation, he just has followers. Well, I see why they're saying that. Like, if you keep up with what's going on, you could understand and comprehend it. Dang, bro, that's probably why they're saying that, because it's almost like we are just followers. We have to start implementing our constitution and our tribal ways. We have to come together. We have to stop this chump ass type of mentality and rulership. It should be a bookstore is not a temple. There's nothing wrong with opening up bookstores, but we need to. Bobby Anoon a long time ago said, "Buy a church." He said, "Buy a church." He said, "Renovate that church. Put a giant ark at the top of that church." Was that done? Why isn't that being done? How do we start that? No one has bought a church. But the funny thing about it, when an individual like myself or anyone else steps up and say, "Okay, you know something, I'm gonna buy this church." Now they're doing their own thing. Now everyone is mad, and such is doing their own thing. Such and such think they Bible, and such and you get hit with all these rumors and lies and so on and so forth. It's not right and it's not fair. And I highly recommend that we start to open up temples. Bookstores, we got that down pat. I think everyone pretty much knows how to open up a bookstore. But we need to start buying churches, old churches. We can get them for them low. Y'all know we can get an old church for the low. In black neighborhoods, renovate these churches, and that could be the start. From buying old churches and renovating old churches, schools. Everyone talks about Dr. Omar, but Dr. Omar just lacks money. He doesn't have the finances to keep that school up and running. And I'm not sure if he lost the school or not, but if he did, that's sad. And that's a dagger to the black community. If I had the money, I would have donated a lot to Dr. Omar for him to get that school open and operating. So that's something that we need to do outside of, at least in the United Nuwapian or Sabaean or Tamaran tribe. We need to get these churches, renovate them, boom, temples, free of taxes. And then from there, we need our business is supposed to be um, All Eyes on Egypt bookstore. That's supposed to be a business. But why stop there? Because All Eyes on Egypt bookstore, I honestly don't think as a business, on the business aspect of it, is being operated and ran properly. So we need to think and work on ways on how we can bring in more finances through All Eyes on Egypt bookstore. Why stop at All Eyes on Egypt bookstore? We can do All Eyes on Egypt. Exactly. I just read your comment. My Shashaf Ray. They have. I seen some accounts. I know that we got over 500,000 in some accounts. These accounts that I looked at like maybe 3 to 5 years ago, but I seen that them accounts $520,000, $512,000. We have over a million, 1 million, what, 1,200,000, not 200, $1,020,000 or 22, $1,022,000. I'm sorry, $32,000, $1,032,000. That $512,000 account I saw and that $520,000 account I saw, that's a million. We got some of the money to do it. But from the master teacher's words, you have people, and this is 3 letters that I read, and probably about 3 5 years ago when the master teacher said that you got people who are who self-appointed themselves in these false positions of authority that they're not qualified for because their friends and their cliques back them, then they're not giving up the position. And the people that are not qualified for these positions and are in these positions of false authority, they know that power and money comes with that. And they're not willing, nor do they want to give up the power and money. And that's why we're in the predicament that we're in. And he's in certain predicaments that he's in. Because these people, they're not qualified for him. This is what he said. He said, I told y'all to close this down, that down. You don't want to close these fraternities down because of money and power. That's how you get your money and power. He said in these 3 letters, he said that he is AEO. He said, I'm AEO. I'm not a part of, he said he's not a part of the lodge, the sieves, nabs, none of that. He said, I'm AEO. He said this in 3 letters. 2 elders and 1 young brother. The 2 elders, that letters I read, they were detailed, but that young brother's letter that I read, that was the most detailed and most descriptive. In the young brother's letter, he chunked out the whole tribe. He went in on the entire tribe. So some people would be like, okay, well, what year, when did he do this? He never came back and said, to not do it. You know what I mean? Like he never came back. Because some people try to play the what date did that letter come out games. But he never came back and said, he never reiterated, or he said, okay, them letters that I wrote, yeah, that's as they like to say, that's outdated. He never said those letters were outdated. So to me, it's like it's just funny, man. Like the things the games that people are playing, and it's like he is suffering. He's suffering, and they don't care. And it shows that they don't care, which is mad crazy to me. So, hold on 1 second. I'm still doing some computer work, but I don't know. Like I was just having this thought. I'm studying, listening to one of the master teacher's classes, and I don't know. It really gets to me to when I think about him. I have these moments like all day. I've been like watching his classes, studying, and you know what I'm saying? Just chanting, being a little spiritual. I'm fasting, um, and it just made me meditate on the master teacher, and it just is hurtful that this man has to suffer because of our negligence, because we can't come together in love and unity, because we're selfish, because there are people that don't want to give up their positions because they're not qualified for it. No one's not saying, you know what, in the past 23 years, what have I or my fraternity or my clique or group, what have we done significantly for the master teacher or the entire tribe? No one's not saying that. No one's not coming together saying, damn, bro, like in the past 20 years, 23 years, We really ain't did shit because the man's still locked up. And that's how a Nuwapian mind is supposed to think. What have we done significantly for this man in the past 23 years? What has he ain't been moved. We couldn't even move him from one cell to the next. We can't even move him from one jail to the to a better prison or anything like that. So it's like, dad, bro, like, what are we doing? Nothing. He's still under that mountain. So it's like, or you're that evil. You don't get no thought of, something, man. Maybe we could just find out who the hell is the best qualified. What did he say? He said, if we come together in love and unity, even if we fail, we still won because we came together in love and unity. So it's like, I don't, shit, call me crazy, call me, maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but we have to do something, man. I heard that he had a court date coming up in like September or November. I don't know what for. I mean, I do know what for, but I just it slipped my mind. I forgot. I don't entirely know. But something has to be done, man. Like we have to stop this infighting. We have to come together in love and unity. We have to remove those that are not qualified. We have to start living. We do have a canon. We do have laws and rules and regulations. We have to put these people in the right position that are qualified to be there. Just because that's your buddy and that's your friend is not qualified to be in that position. They have to be removed. You know, or someone you don't like, then you quick to jump on the case. But when it's your friend, and that shows that you're not even a good friend to your friend, or that just shows you just a scary ass follower. Because one thing the master teacher wrote my family years ago, he said don't fall for the he said a lot. He said don't fall for the brothers thing. He said a lot of them brothers are afraid to not be liked. I'm gonna say that again. He said a lot of people in this tribe are afraid to not be liked, meaning that I have to be popular and known and liked in this tribe for me to survive. They're scared for what's right and be disliked. A lot of people, you know what I mean? Like he said this years ago. I remember it's like around the time when we first moved to Decatur. He letter stating that. He said some other stuff, but that's some stuff I could share, but I have to get that letter again. But he did say that. He told our family, yo man, y'all gotta work. He said we have to show love and unity because people are envious of your family. He said that, you know. Nah, that's right, man. That's right. Yeah, you right. Cause I know I'm not crazy, man. I know I'm not crazy. I know, like, it's just like it's like wow. It's like wow, bro. Like we could do so much by coming together and just who are these? Because I know I'm a Numa would say, well, who's in charge? He don't consider certain individuals being in charge, and I don't consider people being in charge. But here's my thing: there are people that do see the master teacher. There are people that what's the word I'm looking for? I'll just say are in a way illegitimately running the tribe, illegitimately has an authority or say so. And the factual proof of this would be why would the master teacher in those three letters that I wrote, why would he say that there are people in position of authority that don't belong there? They're not qualified. So if the master teacher himself is saying that yes, there are indeed people in this tribe that have positions of authority that do not qualify for these positions, then inadvertently, yes, there are people that are the so-called rulers or high authority in this tribe. We may not look at them like that because okay, so inadvertently they're not. But out of the old master teacher's mouth, he's saying that he's not saying that they are like as if he put them there or we voted them there. No, they just people just came up and said, well shit, bro, since I'm friends with such and such, I'm gonna try and slide my way in and get this position. That's why in them 3 letters I read, he said there are people in positions of authority that should not be there. They are not qualified. They will not give up these positions for the power and money. He said that. I held the letter. I looked at his handwriting in the letter. I smelled the letter. The letter had scent to it, a good smelling scent to it. And if you ever had a letter from the master teacher, you know his handwriting. You know it's gonna be on. It's if it's not yellow, it's a brown paper, like a very light beige brown paper, a very soft, thin, flimsy ass brown paper. And because I've never received a letter from him on a white paper. It's always brown. It always has some symbols and designs on it. He has a unique handwriting, and it always has a scent, like an Egyptian musk or oil type of scent on this letter. So I know I'm not crazy. I know that this is a letter from the master teacher. All 3 of those letters that I read, from 2 elders and 1 young brother, he reiterated and said the same thing. But the young brother, he had the most detailed letter. And when I asked the young brother, I said, bro, you have this letter. What are you doing? Each letter was a let my words be known. Each brother told me, the young brother said, I'm not in control, so I can't do nothing. But I know there's more to it, That young brother, his peeps and his friends are the ones in these positions of false authority and weren't doing this. And because you're afraid to check your friends and to check your people, that's why you're not doing nothing. And then got mad at me when I got on I'm a Newman show years ago and aired them out. Now he's not cool with me no more. But that is right. I don't care how you person feel. Put down the beef. Put down the bedroom beef and the bedroom stories. You know what I mean? Like staying up for what's right. That means that your loyalty is more loyal to your friends in these unqualified positions of authority. You're more loyal to them than you are the master teacher. Y'all think this shit finna be sweet when the master teacher get out? Y'all think these people finna? No, you know what's gonna happen when he get out? Groups of people are not gonna want to stand down, and when he's out, these people and their real plan is gonna be revealed, and it's gonna be 2 groups. You see how no one wants to implement the Constitution and our rule books and stuff like that? Watch when the master teacher get out. There's gonna be people that's gonna, man, the canon in the Constitution, they're gonna stand on them books. And they're gonna try and keep the master teacher out of power. They're not for his release. When he gets released, people that you never expected, you gonna be like, what? All these people that are not qualified for the positions that they hold now, they're gonna all go into a separate organization, and it's gonna be against us and pops. Watch. Remember I said it now. Remember I said it. Robert Son Rob. But you know something? Because the master teacher even said that we don't entirely know if it's about Africa. It could be Trinidad, Guyana, Ghana, Nigeria, Liberia. It could be a place in Africa. But we won't know until, because the last I heard, he said, this is what he told me. He said, hey man, you can go to Africa if you want to. Go to Africa without me if you want to. When your eggs catch malaria, that's on you. So that's what he said. He said, go to Africa by us without me. He said, go to Africa without me if you want to. When your eggs catch malaria, that's on you. So he probably will, I'm pretty sure like he has some place in Africa he's gonna go. But I don't want to speculate because I have no idea where. I don't know if he's going to Africa. I don't know if he's going to Guyana, or what's the other place? Trinidad. I have no idea. Hold on, folks. Doing something. But that's pretty much it. I don't blame. Damn, that's good. My access rate, 1979. You've been here a long time. I was born in it. I was born in '92. So in 1992, this is all I know. I was born in it. Nah, I agree, Sunra. I think he want to be when he get out. He want to be around a real deal. And I think like he always says, America is due for its karma. So yeah, man, it might be Ghana, Trinidad, or Africa. One of them three places. And on top of that, it could be Antarctica or Alaska. It could be Alaska because I heard something about going to Alaska. But that's my time here, y'all. Like it's just something I wanted to get off my chest and talk about. Um, soon, I'm gonna be making some big moves because I can't sit around and just not do nothing. So I've already been working on some things and projects and stuff like that. The only holdup with me is like technical difficulties. Like I have to get into my hard drive. My hard drive is gonna cost $1,600 for me to get it fixed. I have to duplicate the hard drive, and because the hard drive is like 11 years old. So if you know anything about computers and programming, they upgrade like every other month. So this old hard drive I have, it has to upgrade to the new system, like the new Apple system, because the old one is not loading. So like I have a lot of files and documents and things on there that I want to and letters and things like that that I want to share with the family, and you know what I mean. Just put out documentaries and things like that. But that being said, man, I appreciate y'all time for hearing me out. Until next time, peace, love, and unity. Don't forget to chant tonight. What I do.